So here's what happened. He was living in Bakhtawar. There's a friend of mine and we were at the Taj. I mean, obviously in separate rooms. And we had gone, again, our love for food, we had gone to Bachi Karkaria's son's wedding reception at the Kolaba Ageyari. And when I was coming back, I was told by a concierge called Satish Gaikwad at the main Taj saying that there's gunfire. I assume must be one of these jokers getting drunk, because we're used to that in Delhi. Never imagined it would happen in Bombay. So he said, please don't come back to the hotel. I said, fine. We went to the president. Then I called up KK. KK says, yeah, I've heard something like that. I'm on my way. R&T was told about this at about 10:30, 10:40. R&T said, I'm on my way. The cop said no. He can't come because it's an ongoing
life
operation.
Situation, yeah.
He came. Karambir Khan, who lost his wife and kids, was the general manager. Abhijit Mukherjee was the head of the luxury business for the Taj. R&T and KK stood on the parapet opposite the Taj. So where we have the heritage wing entrance, the palace wing entrance, not there, but between the palace wing and the main entrance. And R&T was shattered. But again, let me tell you, his firmness of resolve. Again, we've lost both of them. December the 8th, we got the hotel back to enter. And you had to enter from the rear, where, like on the road behind, where Ali Ju and all is. So it was KK, R&T, and there was smell of flesh. But when we went to the heritage wing, and you went to the staircase, right on top where Jamshedji's bust is, there was not one bullet on it. So KK, being spiritual, being religious, he says, the founder has protected us. Now, here's what happens. R&T then addresses the press. Bixen is on his side, KK is on his side, and he says, we may be hurt, but we will never be destroyed. And he says, we will build and rebuild the Taj to greater glory. Now, let me tell you what happens. Maybe around Jan or Feb, when the main wing, the tower wing, was kind of restored. But Wasabi and the Chambers Terrace had, suffered a lot. And I remember a ramp was created and every Taj employee walked the ramp and R&T was there applauding because it was their courage.
Absolutely.
And guess what else R&T did? So that's why I'm telling you, he didn't ever hold grudges. Who was standing there at R&T's invitation? Ajit Kerkar. He'd been invited by R&T. R&T attended every funeral. It didn't matter whether the person died in Chabad House or at VT or at the Oberoi. In 5 days or 6 days after this, they created the Tata Public Welfare Trust. I mean, that's who he was. And every person who lost his life, whether employee or guest, their funeral was attended to by R&T. A, B. Every person who was injured, their treatment, again by R&T. And now let me tell you which no one knows. On that evening, at Sea Lounge, the Unilever board was meeting. They escaped on a fire stairway from Sea Lounge. Paul Polman came back in March of the next year. And the Unilever board served the Taj employees by the poolside to thank them for saving their lives. And that's the spirit that R&T inculcated in people. Very few people